For over 40 years, Iran has stood in profound opposition to the United States. And many of the US's moves throughout the Middle East have a lot to do with Iran, one way or another.
The latest move by the Trump administration to reimpose sanctions is a reminder that currently for Iran, the US is more foe than friend.
Tehran, 1951. After years of foreign governments controlling their oil fields, Iranians look to reclaim their natural resources.
1953. Iran's then Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh is overthrown in a CIA-backed coup after his efforts to nationalize the country's oil industry.
Mossadegh became hugely popular in Iran for nationalizing Iranian oil production, exerting control of this precious resource and keeping oil money in Iran. But this made Mossadegh wildly unpopular with the American and British governments.
Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the US-favored Shah of Iran, comes to power. The US supports the Shah with hundreds of millions of dollars of military and economic aid over the next quarter century.
For the next 20 years, the Shah and the United States grew still closer.
The White House is ablaze as the Shah and his lovely queen arrive for a state dinner.
Oil was once again regulated through the West, and the US received Iranian oil at a favorable price. Finally, in 1978, Iranians took to the streets, forcing the Shah out of power. Fearing for his life, the Shah fled and eventually landed in the United States.
1979. The Iranian Revolution deposes the Shah. Returning from exile, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini seizes power and famously calls the US the Great Satan.
And on November 4th, 1979, when the US declined their request, a group of Iranian college students took over the US Embassy in Tehran. As a result, 52 American citizens were held hostage for a total of 444 days, the longest hostage crisis in recorded history.
On April 7, 1980, both countries sever diplomatic relations. American confidence falls. That same year, an 8-year-long war between Iraq and Iran breaks out, in which almost 1.5 million people are killed.
The United States sided with Iraq, and throughout the 8-year war, America supplied President of Iraq Saddam Hussein with intelligence reports, billions of dollars, military technology, and chemical weapons.
In 1983, a suicide bomber targets a US Marine barracks in the Lebanese capital, Beirut, killing 241 US military personnel. The Iranian-backed Hezbollah is blamed for the bombing and a separate attack on the US Embassy in Lebanon. 1988, an Iranian Airbus is shot down. An American warship shoots down an Iranian passenger airline, killing all 290 people on board, including 66 children, following some skirmishes between a US ship and Iranian vessels in the Persian Gulf. The US claims it was an accident. 1990s, Iran is accused of supporting a number of Hamas and Hezbollah attacks in the region. 1995, President Bill Clinton places wide-ranging oil and trade sanctions on Iran. In 2005, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad becomes the Iranian president, and his harsh rhetoric sets the tone for the upcoming years. 2006 to 2010, the US succeeds in getting 4 rounds of UN sanctions passed against Iran. They demand that Tehran stop enriching uranium and exporting weapons, and are pressured with some banking, trade, and travel restrictions. On January 16, 2016, all nuclear-related sanctions on Iran are lifted in response to fulfilling the key conditions of the agreement. Iran's strategy in the region, siding with the Assad regime, has worked. 2017, with Trump's presidency, things get heated again. Travel bans, missile tests, sanctions, and insults follow one after another.
A move the Iranian government has condemned, causing relations between the two countries to go from poor to worse. It's just the latest blow in a fight that has been going on for decades.